How to prevent WhatsApp ban. So these days WhatsApp has been very strict with banning numbers. So they are trying to ensure you are not able to broadcast, you are not able to send out a lot of messages per time. That's the issue. And that's the reason why they block. And secondly, people receiving your messages are most likely reporting your number as spam. Okay, so these are the reasons why they block you. So now we have implemented some strategies on Wamission, and there are other things that you need to know. So I'm just going to walk you through how to prevent WhatsApp ban. If you follow this guide, the rate of WhatsApp ban is going to reduce drastically, right? So we don't control WhatsApp, we don't have control over what they do, and we cannot stop them from banning numbers, all right? So the best we can do is to walk around the reasons why they ban numbers, okay? So that's why we have these 8 points I'm going to address here. Number one, do not use a brand new WhatsApp number or virtual number to send broadcast messages. Okay, so every new SIM card that you use on WhatsApp, right, there's an invisible score. You don't see it, right? I am privileged to know it because I am deep into the system. Okay, so that invisible score, a new SIM card is has a score of 0, right? So when that new number starts sending messages, starts interacting with people, starts chatting, starts saving contacts, it starts getting points. So that points keeps increasing for the duration of time that that SIM card conforms with WhatsApp policy, right? So that's how it works with brand new SIM. And now, what do I mean by brand new WhatsApp number? If you have a SIM card you have been using for the past 10 years, but you have never registered it on WhatsApp, if you register it on WhatsApp today, it is considered a brand new WhatsApp number. So it's not about the SIM card. So uh, we've seen where people say the SIM card is 10 years and they assume that is 10 years also on WhatsApp. No, the day you register that SIM card on WhatsApp, that's when you start counting whether it's a new SIM or an old SIM, all right? So, and the virtual number, WhatsApp are able to detect that you are using a virtual number. So if you use virtual number, that number will be blocked very fast, right? So that's that for point number one. Don't use a brand new SIM or virtual number to send broadcasts. Okay, so number two, I'm still going to talk about this brand new WhatsApp number, right? There's a way you can use it, but just know that it's risky to use it to send broadcast message. You can use it for normal chatbot, all right? So now number two, SIM must be inside your phone. So recently we found out that WhatsApp starts blocking numbers that they are now tracking the availability or the presence of a SIM card in the phone that's being used. That's the SIM card that is being used to do broadcast. They are tracking it to be sure that it's inside the phone, right? If it's not inside the phone, you have the risk of losing that number. So you need to have that SIM card in a phone. Then number three, your first message to your contacts must be two-way conversational. You tell your contacts to send a word back to you. So when you are sending broadcast messages, always have it as an habit to put a message at the end. So let me just quickly open let's say automation, or let's even say broadcast, right? If I'm going to send broadcast to my list or automation, just ensure that once at the place you are putting your message at the end, right, you just write it there, maybe PS, something like this, PS. Maybe you have a link in the body of the message. You can just say if the link above is not clickable, clickable, type the word yes, and it will become clickable. Now, what you are trying to do here is that, you see, by default, when you send message to people that have never saved your contact before, the link will not be clickable, right? So you are achieving two things here. You are making sure that if they type this word to you because now they have sent you a reply, the link in your message will become clickable. And number two, you are making the WhatsApp bot system see that people you are messaging are also replying you. So once they send you this reply, the bot will see that people you are sending message to are replying back to you. So that's what I mean by two-way conversational. Okay, so that it looks genuine, like you are sending to normal people and they are replying you. Okay. Then number four, keep your list clean. Allow your leads to be able to opt out of your list at will. Now, when you are sending broadcast messages and people are receiving these messages, maybe they don't know you or they are pissed off with your message, the next thing they do is that they report your line. And the moment a lot of people are reporting your line, WhatsApp will block your number, right? So you want to ensure that, just like this, at the end of every message you type, also have something like this: PPS. If you don't want to hear from me, if you don't want to, okay, so you need to type it, then we just say it. So if you don't want to hear from me again, type the word remove me. All right, something like that. Just let them know that there's a word they can type to your number that would remove them from your list. All right, instead of them to report your line as spam, it's better for you to give them the option to be able to opt out. Now, having determined the word you want them to type to you, so if you decide to say the word you want them to type to your number to opt out of your list is remove me, for example, all right, you now go to account. That's your SIM card, that's your line that you are using, all right. You just click this pencil icon here, all right, and then you can see here keyword to unsubscribe users, e.g. remove me. So whatever things you put here, when you remove me, maybe opt out, whatever word you put here at all, that's what you are going to put in the body of your message, either broadcast message or automation, so that they can just easily opt out of your list. Even if it's chatbot, whatever message is outgoing message, put it there so that they can use that to opt out of your list. So that's that point here. Keep your list clean. It's only people that really want to hear from you that you should have on your list, because of course it makes sense. Doesn't There's no sense in having people that don't want to hear from you again on your list. Just allow them to be able to opt out. Yeah, that's it. So number five, use automation settings to control sending speed. So before now, we've been trying so hard to ensure automation sends out your messages as fast as possible, and it has put us in a whole lot of trouble with WhatsApp, right? So right now, it's better to go slow and steady and have your number intact than trying to go fast and lose your number. So you go to settings, right? You go to settings. From settings, you can see number of messages to send before pause. So you want, okay, the number of minutes before resuming. So if I say 20 here, it means I want automation to send 20 messages, either broadcast or automation. 20. Then it will rest for 2 minutes. So you can put whatever things you want there. So if I want it to go very slowly, now this is where I'm going to now talk about this new number. I said don't use the brand new WhatsApp number. Just forget about virtual number. I'm talking about brand new WhatsApp number. Okay. This is how you can use it on one mission. Just come here. It's a brand new number. Number of messages to send before pause. Put it at maybe five. Five. Just send five or even two, and let it rest for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. You see, it's going to look all natural. You do this for 3, 4, maybe 5 days. Send two messages. rest for 5 minutes, send messages, rest for 5 minutes, and that way it looks very, very natural, and the spam bot will not clamp down on your number. Right? If it's an old number you've been using for a while, you can come here and put, okay, send 200 and rest for 5 minutes. All right, and you save. Once you do that, Automation will send out your broadcast and your automation using the timing and the settings you have put here. All right, so that's point number 5. Point number 6, use message variations and multiple numbers. So this applies to broadcast. So if you're trying to send broadcast, so let's say send broadcast to list. Now you can see use hybrid broadcast. So normally if you want to send a broadcast, this is the page you use. Now, but if you have more than one WhatsApp number on one mission, you can just click hybrid, hybrid broadcast. So you can see here, I clicked this and it brought me here. Now here you select multiple numbers. So instead of using only one number to send out 10,000 messages, you can decide to say, okay, I have two numbers, I want to split it. So this, maybe this and this, as you can see, these two numbers now will be used to send out the messages. So it's going to split out between the two of them. And then you can use this plus icon here to add message variation. So message variation simply means a kind of message that is a little different from the main message. So if your main message is hello, how are you today? Right, this is the first message. You come here, click this to add the second one. This one can be, you can put hello, put a name here, put option, short code, name, hello, sorry, not phone, that's hello, option, name, hello, name, how are you today? And then you can upload an image. Then the second one can be name, how do you do today? So what you are trying to do is you are having different message variations so that it looks like different messages. You when only one message, keep sending out to hundreds of contacts. One message, it will raise a flag on your number. All right, so you just change it a little. As you can see here, it's now looking to different messages, even though it passes the same message across. And then you select the numbers. If you have 5 numbers on one mission, you come here, select the whole 5, and then you select your list, and then you broadcast normally. Of course, you can still add more than 2 messages. If you want, you can add the third message. So instead of saying name, how do you do today, you can say how hope you are doing good, hope you know, something like that, just different, so that it looks completely different. That is point number 6. Then point number 7, give enough time between automations. Now when you are setting out your automations, maybe you want to send out automation for day 5, day 6, day 7. Don't put day 5 at 9 a.m, day 6 at 9:30, day 7 at 10 a.m. if you have a lot of contacts, because what that means is that it's going to pile up the sequence. Although from our store settings, from our settings that I showed you just now under the settings, I think this will override that. So I'm going to remove this point. There's no need there. So if you give you enough time, doesn't matter anymore. All right, because now the settings here will override any number of automations you have. So even if you have 20,000 messages queued up, it will follow this what do I call it now, this speed. That's the right word. So whatever number you put here is going to send 20, is going to rest for 2 minutes. If you put 100 here, it's going to send 100. If you put 5 here, it's going to rest for 5 minutes before it continues sending. Okay, so I've deleted that point out of it. Now point number 7, now personalize each message by adding the name tag here. So I explained that before. So if you try to send broadcast, whether normal broadcast or hybrid broadcast, always make sure you personalize your message by adding this name tag there. If you have the name tag of your leads, in your broadcast list. If you don't, no problem. The reason why you are doing this is just to have a different kind of, the message kind of now looks different, not completely, it's not 100% generic with all the messages that are going out, right? Now, if WhatsApp ban your number, okay, you contact them. So on your WhatsApp there, you see contact support. You contact them, fill the form and submit it. uh, like, let's say 95% of the time they would restore that line. Okay, so before I talk about what you do if your number is banned, so if you appeal and they unlock your number, all right, please don't use that number immediately to send broadcast again, because you are just coming out of a red zone. So you need to uh, connect to WhatsApp. I mean, register it on WhatsApp. Normally, just use it to do normal chats. You can do chat, but you can connect it to Wamation, yes, but don't do broadcast. You can do chatbot just for 5 to 7 days. Now, so that your subscription will not keep wasting, just contact us on WhatsApp so that we can pause your account for you. That 5 to 7 days you are waiting for them to unblock your account, we'll pause it for you so that after the 5 days has passed, or 7 days has passed, you write to us on WhatsApp and we'll resume the account for you. So you are not going to lose any days of your subscription. Now, if um, after contacting WhatsApp support and your line has been restored, okay, so this is now what you do when they restore your line, right? First of all, the phone you used where they banned you, should you should try not to use that phone again if you can, if you can. But if you cannot, maybe you don't have a new phone, okay, this is what you are going to do. You delete the banned WhatsApp now, the banned WhatsApp, there's the WhatsApp where they banned you on that phone, delete it first. Delete it. Then you disable your Wi-Fi. Okay, so maybe if you were connected to Wi-Fi, you disable it. If you are not using Wi-Fi, maybe you're using your normal SIM card, the data, connect to another data source. Okay, when you do that, you now restart your phone. Okay, restart your phone and connect to different network. Okay, so now when you restart, you now download WhatsApp again. So the reason why you are doing this is that they already keep track of your phone IMEI and the base station where your internet connection is coming from. All right, so they recorded those stuff. So these guys are doing all they can to make sure that we are not able to broadcast messages and the rest. Right, so we are just hoping that there will be some kind of consideration for that, because they want us to build community on WhatsApp, okay? And then you are not allowing us to broadcast. In as much as you are broadcasting to people that you have interacted with before, your leads and prospects that already know you, we strongly believe that the broadcast feature should not be a reason why anybody should be penalized. But before then, we just have to continue to find ways to maneuver that. Okay, so and this is what works right now. So once you have installed the new WhatsApp on the with a new internet connection, okay, then you just wait for 5 to 7 days again, like I said, before you start sending broadcast messages again. Okay, so but you can connect back to our mission immediately. If you are not sending broadcasts, you can use your normal chatbots and the rest. Okay, now once you are done, you can message us on WhatsApp and we would resume your account after the 7 days have passed. Right, so if you follow this guide, you are not going to have any problem at all with WhatsApp, and we've been on this for the past 6 to 7 months, and this has given us huge breakthrough with all our test accounts, and a couple of subscribers that have used it as well. So go try it out and let's know how it works.